Hello everybody, welcome back to the online bridge classroom. Well, recently I have participated in the selection trial for the China National Games, an event that's held every other 4 years. Athletes from all over the country gather and compete for the national title. I formed a team with 4 other young players and signed up for the Youth Men series. It is an under 31 series, so I can still participate. In this series of videos, I will play through some of the interesting moments of the trial with you, in my perspective, to share with you my thoughts on the table. So there are 3 teams signed up for our series, so the trial starts with the round robin. We play each team twice with 12 boards each. The bottom team after 4 rounds will be eliminated, the other 2 teams will advance into the 48 board finals. In the video today, we will be looking at 2 hands in the first round robin, 1 hand from each match. Interesting enough, both of these hands come from the last board of the 2 sets respectively. Let's take a look. The first board we'll come across is the one that you see on the screen now. At 3rd seed favorable vulnerability, I picked up this interesting looking hand. It went pass to me. What will you do? The first thing that comes to my mind is that, I do not want to defend 4 spade. If I give them sufficient bidding space, I believe that there is very high chance they will reach that spot sooner or later. So bidding quickly to shut out that bidding space would be a good idea. Moreover, with partner being a pass hand, it's very unlikely that our side will make a slam. So starting the bidding slowly could hardly give me a great advantage. So having that in mind, I choose to open 4 hearts. My plan is, if left-hand opponents overcalls 4 spade and partner leave it undoubled, I will then compete with 5 diamond when it comes back. My partner and I play a very aggressive style on penalizing game contracts, so if he sees opponent bidding under pressure and choose not to double, I will not expect him to contribute more than 2 tricks in the contract, nor will there be very good spade hiding behind declarer. So under such a situation, 4 spade can hardly be beaten, and given its vulnerability, 5 hearts or 5 diamond could be an excellent save, even if it doesn't make. Or they could even end up in 5 spade by then. At the table, I opened 4 hearts and surprisingly enough, it went all pass. They lead the small club and dummy turns out to be extremely helpful. Even though I misguessed the jack of diamonds during the play, I was still able to make my contract without much difficulty. I am only giving out 1 spade, the diamond ace and the jack of diamonds. So let us take a look at the whole hand. The hand is like this. The story was different at the other table. The East player opened 1 heart. He chose to bid slowly. Let's see what happened there. It allowed the North-South side, which is my teammates, to enter the bidding comfortably, while South overcalled 1 spade, and West supported with 2 hearts, and North bid a 2-no trump to show good 4-card support. East jumps to 4 heart now, but it's too late to prevent trouble from arriving. North competed with 4 spade with his nice looking 5-card spade, and the decision is now in East's hand. Looking at all 4 hands, we know that 4 spade double would give East's West side a tasty 500, as it will go down 2 tricks. But who knows? Nobody would ever choose to defend 4 spade with this 6-5 hand and partner having shown support in your 6-card suit. So 5 heart it goes, which became the final contract at the other table. Sadly, declarer also misguessed the jack of diamonds after the defenders start with 2 rounds of top spade, and that resulted in 10 imps to our team. Let's take a look at another interesting board here. In this board, we are coming up against the other team. I have this nice looking 14-point count, 3rd to speak. Again, it is 2 passes to me. Playing a 15 to 17 strong no trump, I would surely have upgraded this hand, given the nice control over here, in 1st or 2nd seed. But, in the 3rd seed, game prospects are rather low, given partner did not open. So I decided to keep the bidding by starting with 1 club, showing clubs or balanced hand, and see how things develop. Left-hand opponent overcalls a heart, and partner comes in with a negative 3 bid 2 diamond. Typically a decent 5-card suit with 6 or 10 points with a pass hand, and right hand opponent now shows support with 2 hearts. what do I do now? Well, given I have ace and queen of diamonds, partner's suit doesn't look so decent. Well, therefore, it is safe to assume that he should be bidding 2 diamond with a 6-carded suit. Well, in our system, we could bid 1 spade over a heart to show those embarrassing hands without 4-card spade and no stopper in hearts. Well, so 2 diamonds has to be 6-carded, probably headed by the diamond king. Well, given that information, I can see already 8 tricks. Well, 6 tricks from diamonds and my 2 outside aces. Just give partner 1 more help card, maybe the ace of spade or the king of clubs. I could easily make 9 tricks, presumably on a hard lead. Well, so although I just have 14 high card points, 3-no trump seems to be a very reasonable try. So 3-no trump it goes. However, well, the auction does not end here. After 3-no trump and 2 passes, well, North now doubles. Being confident in my previous assumptions, I passed, ready to go for the extra 150 extra from the double. But well, out of my expectation, the trade returns again and I now see partner redoubles. But what on earth is happening? Well, partner's redouble should be for SOS, showing doubt in the current contract. Well, in this situation, he is trying to tell me that he has got one of those minimum hands for 2 diamonds and suggests that 3-no trump could not make and it could be in trouble. Well, looking at the biddings on the trade, I started reconsidering everything. Have I missed out something? Or what extra information should North's double or partner's redouble suggests? Well, the first thought that comes into my mind is North doubling with the king of diamonds and partner starting with a 7-carded suit headed by the jack. But no, this is a double negative for me. North should not be confident that the king of diamonds will score, since the majority of high card points are behind him. Well, and other thing is that partner should have run to 4 diamond himself if he started with only the jack to 7 diamonds. Well, so partner's redouble should say that he has a reasonable but bad diamond suit. Well, the original assumption of 6-carded suit headed by the king is perfect for the description. So well, 3-no trump should still have a good chance of making, right? But it still doesn't make sense. Having no shooter in diamonds, what makes North double? Or is he just trying to bluff? Trying to scare me away from the 3-no trump contract? Well, I looked into my hand once again and found a very reasonable explanation. North is doubling to tell partner not to lead a heart. Well, that would mean he has a very good spade suit. Well, if that's the case, having no spade stopper in my hand, they could easily take the first 5 tricks before I can take any. Well, oops, that doesn't sound good to me. It now looks like I should run to 4 diamonds. Well, but before doing so, I have to count the tricks I can get in 4 diamonds before taking action. If 4 diamond could go down even more, that could be a stupid thing to do. So I've got a double in spade and partner should have a singleton heart, so we will be losing 2 tricks in the majors. Well, with now none in diamonds, how about clubs? Well, given North has a very good spade suit, I can guess that partner could at least have the queen of clubs for his 2 diamond bid. So well, if the king of clubs is on side, I will lose only 1 trick there. While loser adds up to 4. Suggesting that 4 diamonds could be making or be down 1, depending on the club situation. Well, therefore, after long consideration, I will decide to remove the contract to 4 diamonds. Well, the vigorous auction finally ends here, and as expected, North leads the ace of spades against 4 diamonds. Well, I put down my cards as dummy and was quite relieved when I see the lead. Well, since I know that my assumptions were right and we were probably at our right contract by now. So let's take a look at what the whole hand looks like. Partner's hand is more or less same as my guess. With also the jack of clubs together with the queen, 4 diamond is making with 10 tricks. Well, teammates played in 3 spade with the north-south cards, going down by just 1 trick, minus 50. So that's give us a precious 2 imps, which is converted to a 0.71 VPs, since the match was tied before this hand comes up. Well, we didn't do so well on the first night. Well, we collected just 15.78 VPs in the 2 matches, and it looks like this after the first night of the round robin. Well, we do have some hard work to do in the second round robin to secure our place in the knockouts. Well, stay tuned for the next video where I will share another 2 boards from the second day of the round robin stage. Well, see you all again soon, and bye bye.